So we just got hit hard. There is so much I gotta show you.
Scared of thunder?
We have been hit hard here on the homestead. I'm going to show you that. First, I want to show you the roads out by where we live because it is nuts. Hopefully I can catch it before it all runs away. You got to see this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at all this runoff from this road, and this water is just heading down the road, not being put to any use, and it'll just flow somewhere and just evaporate. But if we can utilize this, if we can use earthworks to bring some of this road runoff onto our property, that's so much water that can be used for any trees, anything that we might want to grow out there. This is so exciting to see. Okay, let's head back to the homestead. Let's assess what's going on over there. There are absolutely so many possibilities out here. It's not even funny. This is so exciting. I might be weird, but this is incredibly exciting for me to see. All right, I'm almost back. Let's head over. I am now out by our front gate. You gotta see the rain gauge. Yeah, this is crazy. So again, we got about another 1.25 inches of rain. This is absolutely insane. And this probably dropped within maybe 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, this was brutal. From what Jessica tells me, the rains came from the south. Usually the rains are coming more from the north. But even still, the roof did absolutely nothing to keep everything dry here. There was an absolute river going across here. Things are knocked over, things are all displaced. It is a crazy mess. There is standing water around here, especially now that we're getting more rain more frequently. It's getting a little tougher for it to soak into the ground. You can see a bunch of standing water right here, which is just something helpful to know. I mean, we can utilize this. We can maybe even dig a deeper basin here and maybe plant a tree. Might be good areas for tree planting. This is absolutely incredible. This did not happen during the last monsoon season. Our mulch basin is absolutely filled with water over here. But that's exactly what we want to happen. So what we see here is an earthworks. Basically, it's used to collect gray water, but it's also designed to help collect that rainwater. And you see I dug a couple little trenches on either side, which also helps rainwater infiltration. We used to get a lot of rainwater in front of the mulch basin, but now it's able to flow right in. And you can see it's working. It's definitely full. We just need more mulch in there. It's so incredible to see. I mean, with the right earthworks, it looks like a veritable wetland. Now take a look at this one. This is our second mulch basin. This is a mulch basin connected to our trailer. Clearly there is not as much water in this basin as there was in the last one. It could be one because of the earthworks I did, allowing more water to seep in there. The soil here might be better conditioned than the soil over there, allowing for that water to soak into the ground, which is technically what you want more than just having water to sit in there. All right, this is our third basin. This basin almost has no mulch in it, has received almost no water, and as you can see, there's water at the bottom of this one too. Okay, while there are a lot of exciting things going on, there are some not so exciting things going on. Okay, now we have a kennel for crew. Check this out. This is not the correct orientation for this kennel. The wind and rain came through here so fierce, it knocked this thing over. Crew cannot even knock this thing over. So there must have been a lot of force, but that's not the bad part. The crew kennel then slammed into this ladder and then busted one of the windows on the motorhome. So disheartening. This is the area, well, you can clearly see where I dug that trench for the pipes. Obviously I did not put enough soil in there, and it is sinking down there. I'm gonna have to get more soil in there for sure. Everything is so muddy. Check out the hacienda toad, everybody. Look at this. This is insane. We got a ton of water in here. We probably needed at least 25 to 30 gallons to fill this up, and we got it. This thing is now full, but this is exciting to see. We might see some water in the second toad. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna try and get a look inside the big tanks, but the ground here is just so muddy. It's gonna be tough to get a ladder around here. This is crazy. These things are officially full. Unfortunately, the lighting here isn't really good enough to get some good views inside the tank, but I mean, it is right at this, up at this level right here. It is just underneath this pipe. We are definitely gonna have to do something with overflow. I don't even know if we're gonna get more rain today. If we get more rain today, it might create a mess over by the front of the roof. Sometimes we don't get to see around a lot of the areas of the property. A lot of times we're filming, it's gonna be usually right around here, right around our trailers, right around where we're living. But let's take a walk down to the south, down to the lowest point of the land. Let's see how that looks. This is the lowest point of the land. This is where we're gonna see water coming from the south over and also from the north over, and it's probably gonna collect right in this area. And also from the east coming down over here to the west. So water should collect toward the middle and maybe head down this way. And as you can see, even though we got blasted with so much rain, there's no standing water in here, and I'm gonna attribute this to all the grass and the condition of the soil. It's a lot darker than any of the other soil here. It's very loamy. Thanks so much for joining me on this little excursion, running around, checking on the aftermath of this storm. I, for one, cannot believe that I missed it. I am out of my mind. I love being there for things like this. But I had to go out for a little bit. I came back and I find everything is a mess. But what a real eye-opener for these monsoon storms. I mean, the sheer amount of water that can come down in such a short amount of time, all the wind and everything. It almost wasn't that big of a concern when I lived in the city. You just stayed inside, or you got inside, you just let it blow over, and that was it. But it's a whole different ball game when you're living out in the country, when you're depending on this as a source of water. You're living with the seasons, you're a part of these seasons, you just feel it more. Suddenly, these storms become huge. They're more than just an inconvenience during the summer. It's what you live by. So we're so grateful for these big storms that we're getting, all this rain. It's filled up our tanks. It's so incredibly exciting to see. It's so incredibly exciting to see how this water moves around the landscape. Again, this wasn't something we were able to see last monsoon season. So getting to see how the water is reacting this time around is just mind-blowing. All right, again, thanks so much for joining us. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We'd love to have you around. All right, we'll catch you on the same off-grid time and the same off-grid channel. Later.